Alrighty, welcome to another 4-on-4 draft. We are using Alpha Frog's cube once again, and he's in fact on my team. Let's take a look at this pack first, though, because this is a nice one. I'm going to first pick Hullbreacher. I love first picking Hullbreacher. This card is amazing. The strategy when you first pick this card is just take every draw 7 you can find. If you ever cast a draw 7 like Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister, Echo of Viens, any of those with this in play, you win the game. They draw no cards, you draw 7, and you get 7 treasures. Like, if you can't win from there, the rest of your deck's probably pretty bad. I think it's a lot better than Shieldred. It's got flash, it's cheaper, it's a better color, all that stuff. And it's more punishing to a draw 7. Well, they're both about equally punishing. You probably win. So I am passing a Shieldred to add him, as well as an Underground Adventure, which is also a good card, but Hullbreacher is definitely the best. Not much I expect to really get back there, but we're starting with the Breacherino, and I'm happy about that. Second pick, I'm going to take Teferi. Duress is also a completely legit pick there. They're both very good, and I like them both over any of the other cards. I don't think I want to take like Sneak or Twin or any of those. So I'm playing with Alpha Frog, Shui, who, this is my second draft at Shui, and a 2-1 the first one, so good start, good stats. And Sandy Dog, love when the dog's on my team. We're battling against Mac the Knife, who's a skilled cube drafter. Mac is one of the guys I've gotten to know while drafting here, and he loves drafting Tellurian Academy, so can't fault him for that. Also, he's gotten a lot better. Like, Mac is, I expect him to have a good deck every time now, because he almost always does. Battling against Sam Rolfe, also very good. Combo aficionado, and Dan and Adham, who I've drafted with a good amount of times as well. So they mostly tend to be like multicolor mid-range green decks in my experience, but we'll see. I'm still going to take Teferi here. And next up, I'm not that impressed. I kind of wish I took Duress. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. I'm probably just going to take Skull Clamp. Dauthi Voidwalker is very good. I guess if I had taken Duress, I could justify Dauthi Voidwalker. But, I guess one reason to take Duress is I'm passing to someone who just took Shieldred. I was kind of not thinking about that. In any case, I'm going to take Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp's really good. If I end up with a bunch of creatures in my deck, Skull Clamp can be awesome. It's also not very committal in terms of colors, though obviously it does have a pretty stringent requirement as what you need to make it be good. You need a bunch of 1-toughness creatures. There's Tezzeret if you get Time Vault, but I don't really like just taking the Tezzeret first. And then Luminarch Aspirant's the other good card in this pack, so I mean, that's fine. I'll pass on that. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. All right, we are in for that. I need some more columns here. There's really no way I'm going to pass a Wheel of Fortune when I have a Hullbreacher. As much as I like Force of Will, and I really do, Wheel of Fortune Hullbreacher is the nuts. Also, like, part of the reason I took Teferi, might as well talk about it now, because I kind of neglected to, is this can also protect your Hullbreacher combo, where if you can, like, land a Teferi and they maybe can't kill it on their turn, you can go Hullbreacher Wheel, and they can't do anything to stop it. So I'm going to take Wheel of Fortune over Force of Will and a bunch of cards that are way worse. But now I'll probably take Force of Negation. I don't mind going back the other direction. There's also Third Path Iconoclast, which is great with Skull Clamp. But I find Force of Negation to be really excellent. I don't love passing Dark Ritual to a player who probably has Shieldred and Duress, but I'm really not in a position to take it. So I hate draft when they can just get another different card out of the pack. It doesn't really work that well. All right, here it's like Sacred Foundry or Talisman to go with, to make it so I can play Teferi and Wheel of Fortune and whatnot in the same deck. Passing a Fire Covenant too. This card's very good. I guess with this setup, I think I'd rather just take Sacred Foundry. Just building my mana base is nice. I don't know. That's pretty close. This pack has a Wasteland, which I'm already playing a bunch of colors. That makes me a little less inclined to want Wasteland. I think I might take Loran. Loran's a good card, and just in general. And it's also actually a pretty sick combo with Hullbreacher. You tap it, you draw a card and get a treasure, and they get nothing. And it's just a good card. So, yeah, happy enough taking that over Wasteland. None of the other cards are very close, in my opinion. Here we've got Kiki Jiki. We passed a Splinter Twin. I could also take Kiki. Oh, I'm kind of liking that with the kind of plan of maybe going Jeskai if the Splinter Twin wheels. The other pack was pretty good. I think Splinter Twin could easily wheel, and we haven't seen any of the other combo pieces besides Resto, which is the weakest because it doesn't work with Splinter Twin. It only works with Kiki Jiki. There is also Name Sticker Goblin, which basically it either adds 4, 5, or 6 red when you play it, but that's not really what this deck wants. Let's take Kiki. It's a speculative pick, but that pack isn't that good anyway. Okay. I guess Splinter Twin didn't wheel. That's fine. No, that's one to the next pack. Sorry, this is my opening pack. Phantasmal Image isn't really what I want here. I might just take a blue-green talisman. It's not lovely, but I'm kind of lower on the clones now when you don't have stuff to clone, and I don't really want to take what's basically a red-black card because I don't want to play this as just 4 mana, 4/4 flying trample. Let's take a talisman. Those are always fine. Okay, now twinned in with Duress Wield. Well, I'm going to take it now because I'm not playing any of these anyway, and maybe I'll play Duress. But why did Duress wheel? I don't get it. That's very confusing to me. So I could take Savannah here just under the assumption that like dual lands in general are just good. Grim is also decent with Skull Clamp. Its Kiki Jiki is consigned, banished to the Shadow Realm. But I don't really want Grim in this deck. I'm just going to take Savannah. I don't really know what colors I am. And look, now there's a Sakura Tribe Elder. Yeah, I guess I like Sakura Tribe Elder more than Green Suns. I have no green creatures. And now there's a Utopia Sprawl. Okay. I don't really feel like I'm missing out much with Bonfire. So this is a little bit more scattered than I would have liked. I'm going to hate Evolved Sleeper, I guess. And then Recruiter can't even get Hull Breacher. Sure, I'll put it here just in case. What do I have? I have Hull Breacher, Force, and Teferi as blue cards, so I'm not going to want to get rid of any of those. And Wheel is my only red card, Duress is my only black card, and then somehow a Utopia Sprawl and a Sakura Tribe Elder randomly, and a Loran, so I don't even know. What do we got here? Well, there's Tinker, but I don't have... I mean, I guess I have 2 cheap artifacts, but I have nothing to get with Tinker, though we haven't seen Portal. There's the One Ring, which I probably should take, because I don't really know what colors I'm going to be. And that's just a generically powerful card. There's also Zagoth Triumph. I mean, any Triumph looks pretty good here, but the One Ring's powerful. All right, I'll take the One Ring. That's fine. It's also a nice little combo with Teferi. You bounce the One Ring with Teferi, and, you know, just start to recast to get protection again, all that. Urza's Saga can go get Skull Clamp and is just a really good card. There's also Aragorn, King of Gondor, which is really good for like a Jeskai aggro deck, which, I mean, this deck could play Aragorn, but I think I'll just take Urza's Saga over like Pestermite, Path. I guess I could consider Pestermite because I have Kiki, but I'm just going to take the Saga. It's just the best card by a lot, and no real reason to pass it. Maybe I'll get something to go with it. Ooh, whoever took the Doctor Foundry is going to be happy to see Sword of the Meek. That wasn't me. Ooh, Trumpeting Carnosaur, a new addition from Lost Caverns. It's not bad. You can pay 3 and discard it to bolt something and then reanimate it, which is nice. There's also a Gristlebrand. So I could take Sail into the West, but it doesn't really combo with Hull Breacher in the same way. Your opponent can just decline to draw a new hand. The good part is you get the benefit and they don't, but I don't know. I guess I have Talisman, Savannah, and I have Sakura Tribe Elder and Utopia Sprawl are both good accelerants, which this deck really does need. Otherwise, I could take Baleful Strix to go with Skull Clamp and Duress. I guess I would prefer not to end up playing these green cards, but maybe I should just take the Sail into the West anyway. Baleful Strix is just not that strong of a card, and I do have a Savannah. Sure. All right. Oof. Okay, I was going to say, like, Prismatic Vista looks kind of necessary here, but Fury is a busted card. I don't like passing busted cards. I only have 1 red card, though. I'm just going to take Prismatic Vista. If Sylvan Carrier comes back, great. If not, also fine. Chrome Host Seed Shark is just... I don't need another slow card. I need a way to cast my spells, and the Vista will help do that. Like, I think I'm going to be kind of priced into playing Utopia Sprawl and Sakura Tribe Elder because otherwise my deck's just going to be too slow. I don't know about this Duress. I guess as of right now, I'm probably not playing it because that's just adding a 5th color and I don't have the fixing to even play like 3. But we're getting there. I mean, I've got 2 duels and a 5-color duel, a Talisman, and then Utopia Sprawl and Elder are both kind of 5-color fixers, though you only get 1 at once. Yeah, now I'll just take Bloodstained Mire. which is already a red, black, white land. And hopefully we'll be more over Generous Ent, Prismari Command, Channel, yeah, Grist. Good cards all, but we're kind of trying to... We haven't gotten a strong enough signal of any like one color, or sorry, color pair, or even 3 colors that I feel like it made sense to stick to my guns on just playing a couple colors here. Okay, so here I've got Cryptic Command, which probably a little ambitious for this deck. Stomping Ground, which would obviously be fine. Red-White Talisman, don't hate that. Don't want Chart a Course. I don't want Spellbinder. I think Coalition Relic is just too weak. The problem is it costs 3, and I want my accelerants to cost less than 3. Like, a 2-drop can accelerate to 1 ring on turn 3. Coalition Relic and 1 ring are really just not that good together, but it does fix for 5 colors. And turn 3 Relic Duress You was kind of nice, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, I should just take Stomping Ground. It makes Bloodstained Mire into a green land. Yeah, let's just do that. And then now, I don't really want the monocolor elves. Those are not of much interest to me. I'm just going to take Plateau. Oh, now there's a Marsh Flats? All right, yeah, we're just going to keep taking lands. And now I'm actually feeling like we have the mana fix and do whatever we want. Don't mind missing out on Otari. Okay, now a red-black Talisman versus a green-white Talisman versus Toxic Deluge. I do like the Wrath. But a red-black Talisman ups my artifact count for Saga, and I can cast Duress off it. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, now it's time for Aragorn, I think. Because I can cast Aragorn. I've got a giant stack of lands to cast Aragorn with. I don't care about Sai because I'm not going to have that many artifacts. P and Kieran Alar's whatever. I mean, I guess both Sai and P and Kieran Alar are better with Skull Clamp, but I don't have to play Skull Clamp. And 4 mana 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink that you become the Monarch and it makes things unable to block. Like, this card's very strong. Oh, Baleful Strix Wield. Ooh, but so did Leyline Binding, and this is looking like a sick Leyline Binding deck. I just have it's just going to cost 1 mana most of the time. Yeah, I think at this point I'm getting a little bearish on the Skull Clamp. Oh, now I picked up Expressive Iteration. We're getting too high quality of cards that we don't need to mess around with Skull Clamp at this point. All right, we're not getting Gargaroth in. In fact, we might be able to ditch the green accelerants if we want. Because it looks like we're just going to have good fixing and we have some talismans. We'll see. I guess I'll take Abrupt Decay. I'm not playing Ephemerate anyway. And there's an Elvish Mystic. I mean, I could see playing the green. I think the Decay is more of a sideboard card. I don't really like that card that much. My blue count for Force is also not crazy bad. I have 5 other cards right now. To make Urza Saga really good, I would love to open a Mox or something. Also, I'd like to open that because then I would have a Mox. But yeah, I mean, I guess I have enough turn 1. Maybe I do get the Utopia Sprawl, Elvish Mystic, and Sakura Tribe Elder in, Skull Clamps in. I don't know. We'll see. What do we got here? Oh, I hate this. I hate it. Because I open Entomb, which is one of the best cards in the cube. It's like a top 20 card in the cube, but I can't take it. And that means I have to pass it or hate draft it. I don't really want to do either of those things. I think now I'm just going to commit to being green, because if I take Noble, now I'll have actual good 1-drop accelerants. Like, I'll have 3 1-drop accelerants. My mana actually does pretty much support it. Because, yeah, both my fetches get green, so I have 5 turn 1 green sources without doing any work or putting any basics in. And Noble, Elvish Mystic, Sakura Tribe Elder, I mean, I can just play Skull Clamp, which Saga gets. I would still like to get another Saga target, but yeah, we'll take Noble. I guess that's where we're at. Okay, so this pack has a Remand, which is always good, a Pest Infestation, which is great. We're not really a retrofitter deck, though. It's good with Saga and Skull Clamp, but I don't have Cradle or Academy, and it's a little slow otherwise. Solitude, which is a busted card. I only have 4 white cards. I kind of just want to take Remand. I do think Pest Infestation is good, but I feel like I have Loran, and I don't really want more expensive cards. Let's just take Remand. I think Remand's great. Mystical Tutor for Wheel is okay, but yeah, that's not enough, because if I don't have Hull Breacher, I don't want to do that. Lotus Cobra with 3 fetches seems pretty good, though, and it's good with Skull Clamp. So, yeah, we'll take the Cobra. Kind of just want to take Ren and 6. I have 3 fetches. I also could buy back Urza Saga. That seems fine to me. And because the competition is like a Tar Pit or a Horizon Canopy or like a Thraben Inspector. Yeah, Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, those cards are just whatever. Okay, so now there's Blood Tithe Harvester and like Tireless Tracker, but I'm going to have enough playables. I'm not worried about that. So what duel do I need to get? All right, I have... The Vista doesn't count. So Bloodstained Mire right now gets red, black, white, green. So if I get Steam Vents, now it's 5 colors. Marsh Flats gets white, black, red, green. So if I get Hallowed Fountain, it's also 5 colors. I see. So it's going to be one of those 2. No, Watery Grave. That threads the needle. Bloodstained Mire turns blue, so does Marsh Flats. Wow, we solved it. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll take the Watery Grave. Doesn't look like I'm getting another draw 7 here, but even just having the one good one with Wheel and then Sail into the West with, which if you cast Sail into the West with Hull Breacher and play, it's still an advantageous play for you. It's not a game-winning play the same way, though. Okay. I like this. I mean, right now I have 19 lands in my deck, so obviously I would like to pick like another playable or 2, but I have like Duress and Force Negation as anti like combo or spell disruption. A bunch of good removal. Oh, I probably would just want Shelldock here. I don't think... Saheeli is nice with Skull Clamp, I will say that. But I have a lot of creatures in my deck, and I don't have that much acceleration. Let's just take Shelldock. Shelldock's a great card. So I'll pick 6. Yeah, could use another thing or 2, you know. I don't know what that means exactly. Oh, maybe Daretti. Daretti's good with Clamp. And just like a fine card. I also have like some talismans to toss at things. And it makes my Saga tokens bigger. I don't need Blackcleave Cliffs. And I think it's better than Firebolt. I mean, I've got a bunch of 1-drops, so I would like a thing to play on 3. Not in a Salvager's deck. Eternal Witness looks like it could be okay. I kind of just want to take Endotha Triome. Triomes are also kind of nice. Yeah. I don't think I'm like that stoked about playing Eternal Witness in my deck. Okay. I don't think I want Chandra. It's kind of expensive, and I don't really have a lot of spells that are good with it. I don't think a 3rd Talisman is that appealing. I could take Garruk. Garruk's not terrible. It's a way to up your mana. It's a good combo with Utopia Sprawl. It's just a fine card. Garruk Untap Remand is okay. I could also take Voice of Resurgence. I do think Voice is a very good sideboard card. Yeah, let's just take Voice as a sideboard card. That's fine. I probably should just take Inquisition here. Look, I don't love Inquisition. It's so much worse than Duress or Thoughtseize, but having another 1-mana play that also disrupts the opponent seems pretty good. Don't think I need the blue-green land, and Mosswood Dread Knight's a little bit slow. Knight of the Reliquary with 3 fetches, huh? Or just take like a... No, Thirst actually looks kind of bad. I'm going to have 7 basics in my deck. And I could just take Wrath of God. But this actually looks like a fine Knight of the Reliquary deck. All right, we'll do that. Okay, Horizon Canopy I don't mind with Wrenn and 6. There's also Thief of Sanity, but at this point I'm already like cutting cards. Let's just take the Horizon Canopy. Scrap Trawler and KCI in the same pack. That's funny. And I will play Blooming Marsh. I will not play Lotus Veil, and I don't really care about passing it. All right, this is this is quite the deck. This isn't exactly where I expected to end up. I kind of feel like I would be missing like one, like, I don't know, Swords to Plowshares or something. I have the Leyline Binding. I could use like one more creature removal spell is kind of what I'm thinking, but let's take a look and see how this looks when building. Because I mean, I've got some good moves here. I got moves. No power this time. I'll have to go get an Aragorn. My curve is actually kind of low. And then I just need to cut 1 card. I could also just cut Sakura Tribelder. It's worse than all the talismans. It is good with Skull Clamp, but I have Mystic, Hierarch, Lotus Cobra, Loran, Daretti tokens. And I can go get Skullclamp with Urza Saga. Oh man, I hate having Saga in decks with just one target, but I guess that's where we're at. Oh, you know what? I should get this Abrupt Decay in there. That actually does kind of do what I want. Maybe this Skullclamp is just bad though. Because if I cut Skullclamp and then I cut Urza Saga, like my mana gets better. And it's not like I'm playing any of these cards that I like. These cards are all passable with Clamp. On the other hand, I do like the idea of Ren and 6 Urza Saga. Yeah, and also Urza Saga to get with Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. And once I'm playing Saga, obviously I have to play the Skullclamp. So that means I need to cut one card. How's this Force Negation feeling? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards. And there are mostly my best cards. All right, I think I'll just take the Force Negation out and I will sideboard it if I need to. The other thing is, let's look at piles by color. Oh, I have so many gold cards. This is going to be a mess. All right, let's black, black, red. Let's just kind of roughly do this. Yeah, this is actually going to be still easier if you go by mana value, I think. All right. So I have 3, 4 white cards. Bunch of green cards, some blue cards. I mean, I guess this is like a... I guess I'm going to be base green, so I'm going to put all the green gold cards in the pile with the appropriate color that they're mixed with. So like black-green over here. And same with white-blue. All right. So this is just a 5-color deck is what this is. That's fine. My mana is going to be great here. Also, I have Prismatic Vista, so I kind of want to just play one of each, which means I need to cut a land. And I guess if I'm cutting a land, probably just cut Blooming Marsh. I don't want to play 18 lands in this deck, so I'll cut the Blooming Marsh. I think the Triumph's fine. I assume my mana is going to be good. Let's say, look, red, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's plenty of red, plus a red-black talisman. Green, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 turn 1 green sources. Yeah, that's pretty good. And they're almost all forests for Utopia Sprawl. Horizon Canopy is the only one that isn't. Part of why I cut Blooming Marsh. Blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. Yeah, that is enough. Plus, not counting Noble and Utopia Sprawl and Lotus Cobra. And then black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black, 7 black, plus those. Yep. All right, we got ourselves a deck. I love the 5-color decks, and this deck, well, we've got a deck. Let's just see how it does. Alrighty, let's take a look at what my team's gotten up to here. Frog got the Entomb. This is the second draft where I passed Entomb, didn't like it, and then Frog, I got it. Who's on my team? Has a Time Walk. I like that. Ooh, has Sword of the Meek Thopter Foundry. You can Entomb to finish off that. And has Auriok Salvager's Lion's Eye Diamond. Time Warp, Fractured Identity. Yeah, this deck's sweet. Thoughtseize, Yawgmoth's Will. So we're really just entombing for Echo of Eons, Auriok Salvager's combo, or Sword of the Meek. It's actually pretty good to do all those things. So kind of nice Entomb deck. Also Daze and Miscalc. Shui's got basically a white weenie deck that has the lands to splash like Vindicate, Teferi. He's going to cut the Jace. I already advised to do that. But this deck's fine. It's got a White Plume Adventurer. That card's really good. So, and Swords to Plowshares and Path. So yeah, definitely has some good outs there. And then Sandy Dog drafted a Mana Crypt, red-black aggro deck that has the Emrakul Goryo's Vengeance. This is a Necromancy hiding behind there. Necromancy, Archon of Cruelty, Trumpet and Carnosaur. Pretty sweet deck. I want to see this one in action at some point too. Round 1, I'm playing against Danzant, and yeah, I will keep this hand. It's obviously a little heavy on the mana, but getting to go turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, turn 2 Talisman Remand is pretty nice. Huh. Or I could let's just Duress on turn 1. think that's going to be better, just to see what we're working with. Oh, a little tinker there, huh? With a Blightsteel already in hand. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the tinker. Like, yeah, it is tempting to like remand the tinker, but Dan's got a hangerback walker that he's about to play, so it's not like remanding the tinker is even going to be that good. All right, land. Shelldock Isle. Let's go. What's he gonna do next turn? Probably not much. Do I want to play Stomping Ground? Because I could Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, I don't think I care too much about. I don't need to leave up Remand this turn, so let's just play the Talisman. And next turn I could play Stomping Ground and Utopia Sprawl it if I want, but I don't even really want to Utopia Sprawl here. Oh, he didn't draw land. Because it doesn't, it's bad against Cryptic and I don't really do much. I guess it does get me to more mana next turn. So, all right, let's Utopia Sprawl this. Naming white, blue. Yeah, actually, it's probably naming blue still. Because I have Shelldock. I might want to do all these blue cards at once. Utopia Sprawl makes Winter Orb a lot weaker, that's for sure. Okay, pass. Let's just play Shelldock and then chill here. Can I get an Aragorn or something? No. Inquisition, Lotus Cobra, Sacred Foundry. Well, that's really weak. Let's actually just put Inquisition in there. I just don't think Cobra's going to do anything, so I might as well get a disruptive element in there. This Hangerback's going to the moon. I'm just going to maybe like Leyline Binding it or something at some point here. No attacking yet. There's no real point in playing Hull Breacher. I can't attack, so let's just wait. Horizon Canopy, pass the turn. Pump that Hangerback, and then at some point the Hangerback's going to start attacking. Plus, I might be able to snag like a cantrip or something. It's really turn 6 and Dan hasn't drawn another land. That's pretty unlucky. He's probably start attacking, yeah. All right, I'll go to 14. And let's crack Horizon Canopy. Skull Clamp, okay. Let's wait on the Hull Breacher for another turn here. We're going to discard Blightsteel, I bet. Yeah, Blightsteel's gone. Oh, Wrenn and 6. Oh, that's kind of nice. I guess, though, it will die to Hangerback. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Skull Clamp. And tapped Watery Grave. And then I think I'll take one more hit off this Hangerback Walker here. Okay, there's Steam Vents. Really just looking for Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune waiting room over here. All right, I go to 10. Oh, no plays. All right, let's just wait. No real reason to do anything. Oh, Sail into the West. Okay. I guess I can play Wrenn and 6, go to 9. And Wrenn and 6 back one of my lands. I don't really care which one it is. I guess Horizon Canopy's got to be a little better. But I'm going to cast Sail into the West pretty soon here. So I'm hoping Dan goes end of turn like Thirst for Discovery or something. Because he paid life on the Steam Vents. Maybe Prismari Command. That would be amazing. Prismari Command would be very good. There's just a good chance he's got a card draw spell here. And I think that the Hull Breacher snagging that is going to be huge. Also, I really don't care if Wrenn and 6. Yeah, so this is going to be just 2 damage to any target. Target player creates a treasure token. Okay. Wow, not drawing 2 and discarding 2? That's confusing. Am I just getting attacked by Hangerback and then I'm going to get burned out? Sure. If that's what happens, that's what happens, I guess. I don't know. What are you going to do? I guess I'll play Hull Breacher now since clearly nothing's happening. And I assume I'm just going to get lightning bolted to death now. It doesn't really make sense otherwise. Cryptic Command would also be fine here. Okay. No plays. Well, I do like that. Let's just go Wheel of Fortune and hope I don't die here. Mana Drain. Man the Wheel of Fortune, I guess. Hope Dan doesn't have another counter or another burn spell, which he... Oh, wow. Leyline Binding. Okay. Let's cast that. Going down to 2. And get the Hangerback Walker. And if I die, I die. What can you do? Okay. Get your Hangerback. And then go for the wheel. This would be really good if it worked. Wow. His hand was Time Twister, Thieving Scott. Why did he shock me with Prismari Command? That play did not make sense. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Dan. It really didn't, though. Now I have 7. He's got no cards in hand. I have 7 treasures. So how do I not die to a burn spell? I guess I don't really have a way out right now. But definitely I want to play Loran to kill the treasure token here. To make it less likely. Play Noble. Pick up Prismatic Vista, I guess. And play Daretti. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do with my mana, so I might as well use it all. Put a Daretti token into play and then attack for 4. And all right, you have like 2 turns to draw a burn spell. Otherwise, we are done here. Don't burn me, please. Chrome Host Seed Shark. Sure, I don't care about that. I can Daretti that. Let's start by Loraning us both. Sack an artifact. To kill that, I'll sack a treasure token. I want to play Urza Saga, but I guess first I'll Skull Clamp the Construct. Draw 2. Oh, there we go. 1 ring. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta tap this. All right, this should be enough to lock things out here. And then Aragorn. I go to 1. All right, I guess I didn't have a chance to go to 1 here. But yes, the 1 ring would have done it. All right, well, weird game. Mana Drain, Prismari Command. I mean, this deck looks good. Dan got horrifically mana screwed and still almost killed me with a Hangerback Walker. But, I mean, I guess I do want Force of Negation, and I'm just going to have to hardcast it some amount of the time. That's fine. Abrupt Decay... Doesn't look amazing, but it's probably okay. I like Duress and Inquisition. Yeah, no, I guess Abrupt Decay is probably the cut. All right. Well, we can't always have your opponent be on 2 land on turn 7 or whatever it was, but we take those. On the draw here, I just think against Tinker having a Force of Negation is just worth the awkwardness. Even if I'm not gonna be able to pitch cast it all that much, sometimes I will, and when I do, it's gonna be huge. All right, so we're gonna go to Marsh Flats, Savannah, Utopia Sprawl Blue, and then I just have all my colors. The perfect mana base, perfectly constructed. So turn 2, I just play Teferi. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I still want to do this. Savannah, Utopia Sprawl, named Blue. And I guess if Dan goes land, oh, geez, okay. All right, this isn't World Spine Worm. This is not good, but potentially beatable. Let's go Time Raveler. Oh, do you have Daze also? That would be disgusting. All right, let's bounce the flyer and draw a card. I need to draw, well, not lands. I just rattled off 3 lands in a row. Great. Well, I lose Teferi and I take 3, but that's still like not that fast of a clock overall. And I have iteration, so let's do that and see. Oh, is he going to follow up with, okay, Basalt Monolith. That's okay. Let's go green, Expressive Iteration. I guess I put Remand in hand, Prismatic Beast on the bottom, Exile Saga, and then play a Talisman. Pass. I go to 10 here, and then I go to 4, but then my Saga tokens are good enough, and I have Remand up as well. So I need Dan to not have a play this turn. This game's winnable if he doesn't have a play this turn. If he has a big play this turn, this game's not winnable, or at least very difficult. Okay. Well, I asked for no play and he went Academy Coveted Jewel, so I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not going to win this game now. I guess we're not literally 0%. Oh, okay. Lauren is nice. Let's play Lauren of the Third Path here. And what do we got? 6 mana? What are we doing with 6 mana over there? What you got there, bud? Cryptic Command, I guess. Yeah, so let's Remand. The Cryptic. No, I'm just dead here. I can't. Yeah, I can't win this. I still think if his had no play and I went make a token, go to 4, Remand your spell, then that would have been potentially winnable, but I wasn't beating that. Do I want Abrupt Decay? Still not really. Wish I had a Wasteland, that's for sure. All right. I have Duress and Inquisition and Force of Negation to maybe stop an early flash. So hopefully I draw one of those. I also think on the play, if I open with 1-drop again, like I have 3 1-drops. If I open with one that produce mana, not Skull Clamp or whatever. If I open with one of those, and then turn 2 play a 3-drop, and then he casts Flash, that is also a very beatable game. But not having an answer to Solarian Academy, and here's where I still like Remand a lot, but Remand over Pest Infestation, I guess I would rather have the Pest Infestation here. All right. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think I lead. Oh yeah, I definitely lead with Elvish Mystic, because I can go. I need to draw a blue land at some point, but with Lotus Cobra, really any land works. I mean, this is a very good hand. I get to go Forest, Elvish Mystic, which is sad that it's Elvish Mystic and not the other one of the other ones, but I still get to do that, and then turn 2 Lotus Cobra, play Triumph out of black, Inquisition you, setting up a turn 3 Hull Breacher if I draw any land. So, I mean, I like where I'm at. Oh, and Sail into the West. So yeah, I just need to draw a land. Add black. Inquisition U, Mana Drain, Blightsteel, Golos, Talisman. Okay, I'll take the Mana Drain and pass the turn. All right, land time. Okay, Talisman out. On Preordain, okay. Land. Por favor. The problem is if I don't draw a land, it's just like there's not very many spells I can cast here. But, of course, any land lets me slam Hull Breacher. He can't play Golos next turn unless he has, like, a Mox or something, because even Academy doesn't do it. And once I get Hull Breacher into play, like, if I've drawn a blue land, then I can keep up Remand or cast Sail into the West. But we'll see. All right. It all starts with a land here. Oh, that is a land and a blue land? Yes, please. All right. Blue... Shelldock into, Aragorn? Yeah, I'm going to put Aragorn over Leyline Binding. Play Hull Breacher and smack for 3. All right, now I feel really good about this game. Just don't have a sick play this turn. Steam Vent's tapped. No, Steam Vent's untapped. Okay, but no play. I'm just going to attack with those and pass. And I don't really need to cast Sail into the West here. I don't know. He could easily have Cryptic. He didn't play Golos. He has Mystic Confluence, of course. So what happens if I cast Sail into the West here? I don't think that works out well for me, so let's not do that. Horizon Canopy. That also doesn't really do much for me, because I could cast Iteration off of 2 of my lands, but then I wouldn't be able to cast Remand, so I'm definitely not going to do that. Send with those. I guess maybe I didn't need to play my land first in case he's like bounces all my creatures, but we'll see what Dan does here. So what happens if he casts Mystic Confluence? I guess I probably just remand it. Yeah, that was a reason not to play the land, but I don't know how likely it is to come up that I'll want to have done something there. Because if I remand it, he can't even cast Golos. He just dies. Just attack him for 6. Like, he goes to 3. I remand Mystic Confluence, cast Golos, block Hull Breacher, take 3. I'm gonna win so quickly that my Aragorn is never going to come out of the Shelldock Isle. 5 cards in hand. We know. Oh, I guess we don't know the island. We know 3 of them, and they're all kind of bricks. I mean, Mystic Confluence isn't a brick. The other 2 are. What else am I doing? I mean, I guess there's Sail into the West at some point, which just gives me a hand of new 7. So what should Dan do? If you take the damage and then cast End of Turn Confluence, I can just recast the Hull Breacher. But you do get to maybe draw 2 cards. If you bounce like Hull Breacher and Lotus Cobra and then draw a card now, that's probably the play I would make. You go to 8 and then going to bounce it and draw 2. Yeah, no, I'm just going to remand it, I think. Oh, okay, and I get to play a Talisman too? Why not? Okay. Go nuts. I don't know what you can do with this turn, but hopefully it's not anything too wild. Could easily have Cryptic in hand. He did play Steam Vents untapped. Could have been just to represent Cryptic. One of the things you can do in a team draft, which is pretty powerful, is something like that, where like Dan's playing against me. He knows I like keep track of all the cards he plays, and we'll try to play around them. So if he just like plays Steam Vents, pays 2 life, which is a real cost, I'll play around Cryptic. And in my case, I didn't have to do anything different to play around Cryptic. I already had nothing to do, but still, it would make me play around Cryptic in a lot of situations. Is that worth 2 life? Sometimes. Is it worth 2 life here? It's looking like no, but also he might just have the Cryptic, in which case you definitely want to do it. But if you had the Cryptic, I don't know, maybe there's a time to play it anyway. Okay, he's just going to Confluence me again. Sure. Okay. That's fine. A land would be nice here. How much do I want the 1 ring? I kind of just want to play my idiots. So I think I'm just going to play Cobra, just play the Hull Breacher again. Would have really liked to land so I could play the Elvish Mystic as well. Because now this isn't lethal if he just taps out for Golos. Yeah. All right, he's got a Blade Steel in hand. He gets Academy now. But a lot of his plays probably just aren't very good with a Hull Breacher out, you know. I'm likely to want to play the 1 ring here. Oh, Duress is really nice. Let's lead on Duress because that'll really inform what I'm going to do. Basalt Monolith, Portal to Phyrexia, Coveted Jewel. Well, I'm going to take the Portal to Phyrexia because Coveted Jewel doesn't do anything with Hull Breacher out. I mean, you get a lot of mana off of Basalt Monolith, but still. Let's cast the 1 ring. Yeah, I was going to say the 1 ring doesn't protect me from Portal. Okay, missed on land, but now the Lauren is lethal next turn. I Lauren and then smack with my 2 creatures. How much mana does he actually have? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land would be 9. Basalt Monolith's actually +1 mana. You just play it and it pays for itself, and then it taps for 3, but the Academy taps for 1 more. So if he plays the Monolith, he has 9 mana. Okay. Let's see. So what are you going to do? Well, you're tapping Academy first. Huh. Don't know about that. That would surprise me. I guess he can't even activate Golos, even with the Coveted Jewel mana. Okay, there's the Basalt Monolith. 3, 6, 9. Here's 6 mana. And what are we going to do with all that mana? That's what I want to know. What did we draw? We drew Tinker. I assume Tinker is not... Oh, wow. Still had a Mindslaver to go get? Okay. Oh, he can't Mindslaver me. I'm the One Ringed. Oh, that is so sick. I didn't realize that. Oh, man, that is amazing. And now he tapped his mana so badly he can't activate Mindslaver now. I almost just want to blow up the Mindslaver just because, like, it would be a lot funnier, but I'm going to blow up the Golos and try to win. Let's draw 2. Play a land and then play add a blue. And I guess what I should actually do is cast Iteration first. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so let's put Wheel into my hand. Oh, I get whatever. Saga back in deck. Exile that. I already played a land though. Cast Loran here. Loran the Golos. And then attack. Oh, that was great. That was great. That was... I can't get over the One Ring protecting from Mindslaver. It's so good. Well, 1-0, and Dan's deck looks very good, but couldn't stand up to 5-color mediocre cards. Maybe next time. Alrighty, welcome to round 2. Once again, playing against a deck I think much better than ours. Adham over here has a Ancestral Recall, Time Vault, Strip Mine, really good blue-green deck, so good luck me. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep this hand. I can't mulligan to a 1-drop as much as I would like to. There's Ancestral Recall. Cool. Just play a tap land. So we're gonna go turn 2 Cobra, turn 3 One Ring or Teferi, I guess. It's kind of the plan. I guess if I draw a black source, I might just kill that. So, Watery Grave, Marsh Flats. Red and 6 isn't super exciting. Let's just play the Cobra. And I guess One Ring is probably going to be the play here, unless he plays something that I really have to bounce with Teferi. I do like in this matchup that Abrupt Decay is a pretty good answer to Time Vault. He has Time Vault, Manifold Key, Tezzeret. It's not going to be easy. But we'll see how this turns out. And there's another Talisman. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not trading Cobra away here. Let's add a blue and let's just play the One Ring. The one and only. Yep. I mean, look at this draw. Like, turn 3, he just had 3 extra mana sources in play. I mean, it's easier when you start the game by drawing 3 extra cards, and then mana leaked my turn 3 play. So this game is basically over. Like, as long as this turn is not just like nothing, which, well, I guess I'd rather Dak didn't steal the One Ring, so that part's nice. But this still, Dak drawing 2 and discarding 2 makes it pretty unlikely that he's not going to have a good play this turn, or over the next couple turns, just good plays. And it's so far ahead on mana, has played 3 Accelerants. Oh wow, discarding Uro to get in there. And there's Tracker. At least I drew Marsh Flats. That was a good draw. So now I have 6 mana at my disposal. What to do with 6 mana? I can play like 2 things. I guess I could kind of play 3 if I wanted to play Abrupt Decay and Wrenn and 6. Yeah, and then I leave up Remand. For remaining Uro seems pretty good. All right, so let's do Marsh Flats, Abrupt Decay the Tracker, Wrenn and 6, and attack Dak Fade in here. And I'm just going to plus Wrenn and 6, or maybe I minus Wrenn and 6. Huh. I guess I really don't want... I'm just going to plus Ren in 6. I really don't want... I'm not getting back the Marsh Flats on purpose. I need to crack it to cast Remand. I really don't want to minus Ren in 6, like ping Dak Faden for 1, and then end up in a position where... Because he's got a... Oh, I guess the Ignoble's in the graveyard. I was worried about the Exalted plus a Delighted Halfling killing Ren in 6. But we'll see. Okay. So now if the play here is an Uro, then I have Remand, and then... I mean, we'll see. If I can drop a Hull Breacher in response to a Dak activation, that would also be a pretty nice one. And I'm hoping that he just flashes back Uro and I get to Remand it, because that would be a way to get back into this. Marsh Flats was an excellent draw. And then I don't really want to play Sail into the West until... okay, this is Uro. Until I find Hull Breacher, because it's got so much mana giving him extra stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you can't... No, he can tap Delighted Halfling to escape Uro. And it can't be countered. Well, if that's the case, that's the case. I can't do anything about that. So I hope that's not what's happening here. Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. I'm also going to remand that, I guess. I really don't like it. This Delighted Halfling could be doing work. It is not. I guess I'll get a blue. I don't have to get blue because of the Cobra, but I'm going to get a blue because I want to have a blue source in play, a bunch of blue cards in hand. Okay. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Let's see, what do we do now? I kind of hope that Delighted Halfling attacks my Ren in 6. Okay, you're just chilling with it. That's cool. Don't like that. I guess I could attack with Cobra. That seems terrible. I could get Ren in 6 back. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Yeah, I guess let's get back Marsh Flats. Play Marsh Flats. Let's add a blue and let's go to Teferi Time Raveler. And I'm just going to +1 the Teferi. And I think I'm just going to end of turn Sail into the West. And what I'm trying to do is line up end of turn Sail into the West. We both draw 7, whatever. But I have Teferia, so you can't play any of those cards if I get to do it end of turn. And then if I Sail into the West into Hull Breacher plus Wheel of Fortune, then we've kind of done it. Okay. Oh, now it's uncounterable. All right, well, Uro's fine. Also, like, if this turn Adam draws some cards, that makes the Sail into the West less appealing for him. Like, I cast Sail into the West, he's got 5 cards in hand. Yes, he can discard them to draw 7, but that's... Spending your turn drawing cards when I'm going to then cast a wheel is also like not that bad for me. So I still don't love the position I'm in, but I kind of feel like drawing that Marsh Flats has turned the game around. Oh, wow. We exiled Ancestral instead of Pest Infestation. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you've drawn a lot of cards, you've drawn a lot of cards. And then Dak Faden's coming for more cards. Okay, what do we got? It's going to be at 4 cards after the end of Dak Fadening. Put a Zagoth Triumph into play. And cast an Undermountain Adventure. Okay, I mean... So it isn't going to be easy, but I do think Hull Breacher into Wheel could definitely win me the game. Because I also have a Teferi activation, so I can bounce Uro or Undermountain Adventure or something. All right, let's see how this goes. It's Marsh Flats. Let's get Plateau. Let's add blue. Cast Sail into the West. I mean, he's down to 3 cards. He actually did a pretty good job of playing out all his cards. But also, he got decked. He had infinite turns with Time Vault Tezzeret in round 1 and lost to Shui on my team because Adam literally got decked, had infinite turns, but didn't have enough cards left in deck to win. So I don't know if he's going to discard his hand here. We'll find out. Also, if he discards his hand and I just draw a wheel, I could just kill him with that. We go down to 2 cards in deck, so he's got to kind of watch out. I don't think he's going to discard his hand, especially with Tamiyo. We know there's a Tamiyo in hand. Tamiyo's pretty good. Okay, well, I mean, you can't like counter this or do anything, so you might as well just let it resolve here. I will embark. And I would like to discard my hand and draw 7 cards. Yes. Okay, he indeed did not decide to do that. Well, I didn't draw a Hull Breacher or Wheel, so that's great. I guess I'll start with... I still think I have a Marsh Flats... No, I don't have a Marsh Flats target anymore. That's actually pretty annoying. So I might only have 7 mana this turn. That's really awkward, because I just want to check, but looking at my deck, I have Plains, Plateau, Triome. Well, Triome doesn't even count because it's not untapped. Swamp, Savannah, Sacred Foundry. I have 6 things that Marsh Flats can get, and I think Sacred Foundry, Savannah, Water Grove, Plateau, Swamp. Yeah, that's all of them. All right. Good to know, good to know. I'm just deciding if I want to use Teferi first or Iteration first, because I'm going to have to cast them. The rest of my hand is pretty bad. I think I go Iteration first. Maybe I hit the Dream cards. That's not it exactly either. I guess Duress is pretty good. Let's put Sheldock in hand. Exile Duress. I'm going to black off Duress. Sure. I'm going to bounce Uro. Draw off that. Daretti, huh? Okay. Things are like kind of starting to come together here. Let's go. If I go Swamp, I'll have 5 mana. I can play. I'll go to. And then I'll play Skull Clamp. Throw the Skull Clamp at Undermount Adventure. Yeah, all right. We can do something with this. Let's go Swamp. Add a black. Duress your Tamiyo. Force of Will, Tamiyo, Manifold Key. Yeah, I'll take the Tamiyo. Play Daretti. I guess would I rather have Skull Clamp or... I guess I'd actually rather have Skull Clamp in hand than Talisman. Hold on, let's tap it this way. Talisman, Daretti, and kill the Underground Adventurer by sacking the Talisman. Attack Adham to get in the initiative. Forest Island, Mountain, Stick Island, sure. And I haven't used Ren 6. I guess I'll just +1 it on... Maybe I'll cycle into Alpha Triumph. Sure. I don't think -1ing it really does much. All right. Oh, then I have to discard. I'll discard Urza Saga, I think. I really doubt that's coming to that. I mean, Uro can come back this turn, but we are kind of running into the decking thing, and like that was a pretty good turn. The delayed halfling has to attack me in order to take the initiative back if that's what he wants to do. Can't kill any of my planeswalkers, and I kind of have a lot of them. I've been activating them every turn. This Lotus Cobra has really gone the distance. I lose to Time Vault, and he's got a lot of looks at Time Vault, that's for sure. I lose to Tezzeret too, which is also he's got a lot of looks at that. I don't lose to Uro, at least not right away. And land, Time Vault, Manifold Key does the trick. But hopefully that's not what's happening here. Time Vault, nope, we are dead. All right. Uro is definitely going to have enough time to kill me. Yeah, so that ended up being a more interesting game than I thought it was going to be. I guess I have to bring in Force Negation again. But we did end up losing. What do I not want here? I like most of what I've got going on. I might actually take out Skull Clamp, Urza's Saga, and then I can just put this Blooming Marsh back in. I don't really want to go down that road against a Dak Faden and Pest Infestation. That just seems foolish to do. So let's not do that. Do you want to cut anything for like Voice of Resurgence, Scourge Tribe Elder, Kogla? No, I don't think so. All right. Let's battle. On the play here. See if we can get there. Boom. Yeah, I will keep this hand. I don't love this hand, but it's got a bunch of good disruption. I'm going to lead on Inquisition and hopefully snag an Ancestral. And hopefully he doesn't, I don't know, cast Ancestral in the first couple turns. What am I hoping to draw with this hand? Probably just Hull Breacher always. Delighted Halfling. Oh, I'm going to take the Delighted Halfling, I'm sure. Yeah. Pest Infestation, Tireless Tracker. It just slows down his hand quite a bit. So now I was going to go like Zagoth Triumph. I'm probably going to play Sheldock. This Leyline Binding is going to take a little bit to warm up. Let's see. Hopefully we draw something good. No, that Plains was about the worst draw I could imagine. Sheldock is going to be good. My opponent is going to get down to no cards very quickly. Huh. I think I'm actually going to go with Abrupt Decay. I kind of feel like having Abrupt Decay under Sheldock could be a nice way to stop Time Vault, though he does have Strip Mine in his deck, which is pretty annoying. Oh no, and he drew like a Sylvan Caryatid or something. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Yes, that was like the perfect draw. Because now, I mean, I guess I can play a Knight of the Reliquary, but oops, that does, the Sylvan Caryatid just accelerates out the plays. Like I was hoping that to maybe even deny him a third mana, you know, but that's not the way this is playing out. It's also got a Force of Will at the ready once he draws a blue card. Okay, so he's got 4 cards in hand. It's these 3. Wheel of Fortune isn't bad. Leyline Binding. I can play this and then cast it on the Tireless Tracker. But then there's like a Pest Infestation there. I could also... My hand kind of sucks. Why don't I just wheel? I'll just play a Savannah. And then I think wheel like this. If he forces it, he forces it. I can't really control that. And then next turn, I guess I could even Leyline Binding this turn. I think... No, I don't think I have enough. I drew a blue card. That was the last card. Yeah, everything's lining up poorly for me and great for my opponents, as usual. Actually, both my opponents' decks have been like so much better than mine, so if I go 1-1, then that's not a terrible outcome. It would have been nice for him not to draw like Sylvan Caryatid plus land plus blue card. Like that's a sick 3 cards to have drawn, but yeah, you can't have it all. Okay, so get the initiative here. You can't attack with Tracker. Let's tap this. Let's sack. I'm going to get a Dotha Triumph, I think. Well, I'm going to get a Marsh Flats. So let's get red, white. I'm just trying to look at like making this Leyline Binding cost a reasonable amount. Though I guess I need to get a blue source. So I guess I just get Watery Grave. But I guess in order to do that, I should get Bloodstained Mire, crack it, and get Watery Grave. This costs 2 mana. So now I go land, Leyline Binding, leaving up Force of Negation. And I'm going to hit the Undermountain Adventurer, I think. And then attack with the Knight. And go get an island, go get a forest. Maybe a forest, actually. Looks better here. Pass the turn. And I'm hoping to bait him into like spending a bunch of mana on Pest Infestation, and then I can Force of Negation it, and then on my turn, Iteration and do something good. I mean, that's the idea. So he takes the initiative back. And yeah, I mean, this is actually, it's got all these clues from Tireless Tracker, so I guess I don't love that, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, we put the counters on the tracker. I guess you think you're going to block Night with all the Pest Infestation tokens. Oh man, spend more mana on it. No, you want 4 insects. You don't just want 2. No, I mean, this is the right play, clearly. All right, cast this. I'm gonna lose my mind if he has Mana Leak, though. All right, we got that, and now we get to attack and either have to block with Caryatid or I get the initiative back. And I have Abrupt Decay coming soon. I'm gonna go to 25. Iteration takes 2 cards out of my deck. That makes, so I'm at 25, I draw to 24, I Iteration down to 22. Duress, huh? Let's go Iteration first. Loran, Noble Hierarch, Prismatic Vista. Let's, ooh, I'm 1 mana short of casting both Loran and Noble. I guess I want Loran in hand. Prismatic Vista on the bottom, Noble. Play a land and then Duress you. Kind of hope to hit here. It'd be really annoying if I missed. Oh, I hit Tezzeret? That was not a miss. All right. Play Noble. And then send with Knight of the Reliquary to try to take back the initiative. Okay, I mean, we're trying to grind through this. You get to chump with Caryatid. I realized I actually should have attacked first because of this is going to be a cracked clue here, but that's okay. Because then the Duress would have seen an additional card. But this isn't so bad. So now the Tireless Tracker does maybe stay back. I go to 11 because if he attacks with Tireless Tracker, I'll just block with Noble. He's got 2 new cards that I don't know about, and plus an Uro. And then I've got an opportunity here to take back the initiative. So if this is Uro, which I'm really hoping it is, it doesn't really add to the board. It's a problem for the future me, for sure. This is not Uro. This is Tamiyo. Okay. What are we doing with Tamiyo here? Getting back Force of Will? Ooh, that's actually not that bad for me. Because now I've got Abrupt Decay. So let's go... Oh, interesting. That's also kind of nice. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 7 mana. So that takes 2. The problem is I have 21 cards left, and I want to be able to attack with Knight of the Reliquary this turn, or sorry, with Noble this turn to take the initiative. And I don't get to get anything off that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap green, sack this. Here's where getting Urza Saga, I guess, would be nice, but it's okay. Maybe Horizon Canopy is actually fine here. Well, what am I doing this turn? I guess I'm not playing Loran. I'm going to try to leave up Hull Breacher, so I need to get a blue source. So I'm just going to get Prismatic Vista for Island, I guess. Well, I don't need to Prismatic Vista yet. So I guess tapping for green didn't matter. Because there's 20 cards left. Because now I get to Shelldock, Abrupt Decay the Tireless Tracker. Can't force that. And then I get to attack with Noble Hierarch and take the initiative. Okay, so yeah, I've got a mana I didn't spend, but that's because I was 1 mana short of casting both cards in hand anyway. attack you and take the initiative. And I guess here, what am I going to do with this? Do I want to go Forge here at 13? Yeah, I think I do. I think I just go Forge here and put the counters on the knight, and then threaten, the knight just threatens lethal next turn. And I think I actually play Loran here. It prompts a force, or it doesn't, and it kills the clue. Okay. All right, I actually like where I'm at here. Because now, Tamiyo can't get anything back. You can plus Tamiyo and hope to hit. Uro and Force and 2 unknowns in hand. And maybe it's Force blue card plus Uro, but I kind of think that Uro is going to be the plan to Force with. So if Adham has to play the Uro, then doesn't have Force of Will up. Also, the knight's lethal next turn thanks to Trap plus Forge. This hits for 7, 8, 9, plus 5 is 14. Or with Loran in addition. And if Hullbreacher resolves, Loran Hullbreacher is really sick. So, okay, Talisman is fine. That's kind of irrelevant. And then Uro, you go to 16. You're taking 8, 10, 15. So if I had, so you can't even force anymore. Nice. Okay, so you need something real good here. Or that is it. I have 14, 15 damage on the board right now because the knight's about to get bigger off the Prismatic Vista. Yeah, I feel like we're going to game 3 here. Can this deck punch above its weight class one more game? I mean, when your opponent has Manifold Key and Time Vault in their deck, they can always just rattle those off, of course, but Tamiyo +1 here. We're gonna find out what's getting named in a second. Okay, you have 3 cards in hand. Let's see if that number goes to 4. Dun 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 dun. Missed. Okay, probably named Time Vault as my guess. All right, let's crack this. Let's just get the island here. Draw. Trap you. Okay, and that doesn't change anything. I guess I attack first. Hold on. But beginning of combat action, I'm going to play Hullbreacher. Because I need... If he's going to Force of Will, I get to kill him. Okay, he didn't force. So now he's not able to force. And so now... I sadly have to attack Tamiyo. Oh, that wasn't lethal, but that's okay. I was going to draw a card off Loran, which, would have been lethal if it was at a different timing, but I kind of had to time it that way because Loran has to attack first before tapping. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have much of a sideboard because I don't. Do I want Voice of Resurgence? It messes with Force of Will and Mana Leak. Kind of feels like that's not the way these games are going, though. I think I'm ready to battle. All right. How do we win this? I guess if we just go like 1-drop into Hullbreacher into Wheel, it could always just steal a game that way. Let's see how this plays out on the draw, and hoping for a good one. So 1-lander, where even if I draw a land, it's not like my hand's awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan this, unfortunately. I guess I cast Aragorn Warn Game and then my opponent conceded as that was happening, so I never really got to do that. Okay, mulligan. Mulligan. Yeah, I guess I have to keep this. So I have to put 2 on the bottom. This is red. Wow. I guess I have to put duress on the bottom in order to cast Aragorn on turn 3. Sure. I don't like it, but my best chance is going to be to cast a turn 3 Aragorn. All right, turn 1 Shelldock. Oh, that's not an Ancestral. Nice. I thought that was going to be an Ancestral Recall. Let's put Abrupt Decay under the Shelldock again. I like doing that. Okay, Talisman, sure. Oh, into Halfling. Ugh. Yeah, let's play Talisman. I'm just going to go for the turn 3 Aragorn. I'm rolled a 5. I can't leave up Remand against a Delighted Halfling. That obviously doesn't make any sense. All right. I need somehow Adam to have a hand that doesn't do anything. Oh, that's not exactly what I would say doesn't do anything. It's a turn 3 Feywild Caretaker. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll play Aragorn and see what I can do with that. I mean, Aragorn's a powerful card. Maybe I'll draw something that'll do good work with that. All right, let's play this. I become the Monarch. I draw a card. You're about to become the Monarch, but then I'm going to have a Vigilance Lifelinker and that makes a creature unable to block. You're going to have 2 fairy tokens. Turn 3 Feywild Caretaker against my Mold of 5. Wouldn't call it a fair fight. And he scries 2. Oh, he scries 2. He doesn't go into the Forge. Okay. It's like, on the one hand, that's like kind of good because putting counters on either of those would be kind of tough. On the other hand, that gives him enough mana and an action to do something probably pretty good. So it's just going to be a Tezzeret here. Oh no, Mightstone and Weakstone kill Aragorn. Yeah, we're done here. Okay, so take 4. I mean, I'll draw for my turn, but I really don't think this is gonna turn out well. I guess if I draw a Hull Breacher, I still have the like Miracle Hull Breacher wheel outs, but seems pretty unlikely at this point in time. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get on to round 3, shall we? Alrighty, round 3, playing against Samuel Rolfe on the draw. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. And he's mulliganing. He's playing like, looked like a Grixis-y mid-range sort of thing. Hopefully we draw a land that would inform us what we're supposed to do with this Utopia Sprawl. But I guess now I'm just going to name blue. I have a lot more blue cards. I have multiple blue cards in hand. Cobra can provide black if I need it to. Next turn, I can go Cobra into something. Or I can just wait and play Hull Breacher. I kind of like that. I'll get to maybe do a little breaching here. Okay, fetch lands into Triomes. Pretty nice. Nice little start. It's just passing, huh? I guess I'll wait. Sure. Oh, that's nice. So let's go Cobra. Pay the life. Add black. Inquisition you. See what's up. Pester Mite. Okay. I hope I'm not getting twinned here. Though it might be. We'll see. Yeah, I guess I am. Cool. Nothing I can do about that. Well, I didn't have a way to generate double black that turn. Don't think I want... Nah, I should bring in Force Negation. Why not? Inquisition of Kozilek is so bad. I hate Inquisition of Kozilek so much. I'm always this on tilt. It always does. It's always something like that. I guess I could take out like a Daretti. Daretti's kind of whatever. Kind of annoying to lose to Twin when I had Abrupt Decay in hand, but I'm not sure. I guess I could have played Hull Breacher end of turn, but that wouldn't have really changed the sequencing too much there. Yeah, I will keep this one as well. So here I'm going to go turn 1 Indotha Triome, turn 2 Inquisition, and then play Utopia Sprawl in the Triome and name red, I guess, is my plan. And what else can we do? I guess that's a good start. He mulligan, and I'm going to Inquisition him, which makes Wheel like a little bit less enticing, but that's okay. All right, now I'm Inquisitioning on time. Counterspell, Show and Tell, Zealous Conscripts. Yeah, I'll take the Counterspell. Utopia Sprawl. I just drew a red, so I kind of just want to name blue. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. And he's going to play a fetch, and I hope pass the turn. All right. Let's leave a green. No, I'd rather have keep mana out for Duress. Let's just wheel here. His hand wasn't very good, but my hand doesn't do anything either. Oh no, what did we draw? Is he just going to fetch to thin? Sure. All right, you drew Splinter Twin, so I got the twin out of the hand. That's nice. All right, and I guess pass. Well, I drew 5 land, Lotus Cobra, Hull Breacher. The good thing is Shelldock Isle's basically on at this point, so that's pretty great. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, I guess I'm going to want to put a Hull Breacher into play. So let's go Lotus Cobra, play Shelldock, get a blue, and let's see what I got under here. Red and 6, oh yeah, I'll take Sail into the West. My hand is so bad. And then play the Hull Breacher now. Obviously, he could just kill it if he wants, but if he has a kill spell. But this does turn Fable off, or the discard of Fable off. Yeah. I mean, next turn I'm going to have to sail into the West because my hand is all lands. I will block the Goblin Shaman, though. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess I can't sail into the West quite yet. I could sack Horizon Canopy and sail into the West, but that seems like a pretty bad play. Let's just hope I draw something to play this turn, and I could also sail into the West at the end of Sam's turn. Okay, Bone Crusher's fine. I wouldn't really count that as drawing something to play. This is blue, right? So let's do this. I'm not going to put Horizon Canopy into play here. The reason I don't want to is I'm about to draw 7 new cards here. I really don't think that having a land that pains me is really what I want, especially since I'm really not that likely to sack it. Okay. And let's see what you got. Well, let's find out, huh? Sail into the West. You gonna counter me? Or you gonna play a Pestermite? This looks like more like a Pestermite. Oh, Necromancy, end of turn. Ugh, into my Hull Breacher. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna vote return just in case. Yeah, I mean, that's basically a counterspell. Except he also gets to discard his hand. Oh, his hand is a bunch of reanimate stuff. Wow, he must have drawn all the creatures before because he would have discarded them to Fable otherwise. Well, Hull Breacher dies. I mean, I can't win this game. This draft went off the rails. Went off the rails bad. White, green. Play Knight of the Reliquary. At least it's probably pretty big, right? Yeah, it's a 5/5. It's decent. And I've got a Remand in hand. Don't have really any idea how I could possibly win this game, but I guess remanding this is a start. Okay, Leyline Binding's kind of nice too. What can I draw that's action here? Well, That actually qualifies quite a bit. All right. One ring. Okay. And Elvish Mystic. And I guess I can get Urza's Saga end of turn with another Reliquary. That's kind of nice. I don't think I'm going to Fable or Leyline Binding the Fable. You can make a Bone Crusher. It doesn't do anything right now because the One Ring protection is up. I do think I want to Leyline Binding the Goldspan Dragon though. That one seems a lot more dangerous. Oh, Fury. Oh, this is actually going to work out fine. Because I'm going to Leyline Binding the Fury instead to keep my Knight of the Reliquary. Okay. And attacking doesn't do anything. Let's sack Stomping Ground to get Urza's Saga. So what do I have left in my deck? Aragorn, Abrupt Decay, Lawrence. I don't really have anything left in my deck. He only has 11 cards in his. I guess I'm going to hope that this Urza's Saga like kind of goes the distance. It's going to be my plan. Okay, red and 6, sure. Draw 2. Okay, this is definitely a start. That Goldspan is pretty annoying, but I think that might be something I can deal with. Let's see, do that. And then I'm going to send with the Knight. Yeah, this feels good. And then go Plateau into Aragorn. Blue, white, red, and I still have the mana to use Urza's Saga. Okay, so you can take the Monarchy with the Goldspan, but that taps you out. And then I get to make a 3/3 end of turn that's actually just going to be a 5/5, and I get to attack and you just die, so that doesn't work. Wow, I actually might win this game. I thought I was losing so badly every single turn of the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess Sam has a million cards in hand, and Goldspan does generate 2 mana, so like maybe he's going to have a good follow-up, but he's going to have a pretty good follow-up. I mean, this isn't going to be like I'm attacking with a lot of action, and the Aragorn makes something unable to block. So if he can't kill the Aragorn, this could be pretty good for me. That's pretty good. All right. Wait, and more? Oh, and Ragavan. Sure. Let's make a construct. Draw, lose 2 life off the ring. Let's make a construct. Get Skull Clamp, and I have Teferi and Abrupt Decay are the only 2 cards in my deck right now. Gotcha. So let's go Ren and 6. Ping. I actually think I just ping Ragavan. Yeah, I was thinking of ping a Thopter token, but ping that. I'm just going to attack with everything. And then Aragorn is going to say, Bone Crusher Giant can't block this turn. Don't think I need to... Do I need to tap the One Ring? Yeah, I guess I become the Monarch. I'm 11. It signs me up for more damage. I don't really like that. What am I hoping to draw here? Teferi, Abrupt Decay. Yeah, at some point I will want those, but I don't really need them right now. I think I just pass here, because I'm going to draw a card end of turn as well. Duress. All right. Duress is a card, I suppose. And you can attack with Goldspan, but then I have red and 6 to ping, Aragorn to stop a blocker, and then a 7/7, a 4/4, and 2 5/5s attacking in. And there's a pretty good chance next turn, if, once I see what all Sam does, that I get to use Skull Clamp and the One Ring to basically draw Teferi and Abrupt Decay and get the last couple of points of damage through. All right, I feel pretty good about this game now. Sam's deck looks pretty good. Pestermite is still something that's lurking around. He has like Fable, Ragavan, the twin combo, some reanimate stuff, some fetch lands, so it's like pretty good mana. Yeah, definitely not bad. What do you got here? For 5 mana, I also have red and 6 that you kind of have to worry about. Chart a course. Okay. I don't think decking's like a real concern here for Sam. I don't think either me or Sam is going to get decked this game. No, that's not likely to happen. It just looks like someone's going to lose to damage here first. But, you never know. It could happen. Discarded Liliana the Veil. Yeah, that's not going to do very much right now. Okay. Baleful Strix. Okay, and that I can remove with Ren and 6 pretty easily. Going to need some good removal spells here. Just going to pass the turn. So I'm going to draw to 7 cards. Okay, here comes the dragon, sure. So I was doing a little math. I'm going to draw to 7 cards. Ring can draw me 3 cards, then I have 4 cards left, and then I can clamp twice. Okay. I just want to make sure that I can draw and see every card in my deck if I need to. So, Magda, and probably Pestermite going on over there. But I can also start with Duress as well, which is nice. So I go to 5 here. Ooh. Let's start with Teferi, I think. Or no, let's start with Duress in case he's got a counterspell. It would probably be foolish to walk into that. Shallow Grave, Pia and Kira Nalar. I guess if I used Ren and 6, he would have made the same play, sure. Hand is from the Catacombs. All right, Direfleet Daredevils. So now I have Abrupt Decay in my deck. So if I use Ren and 6 Teferi, Abrupt Decay, and then Aragorn, I kill 4 blockers. Leaves 2 blockers. You block the knight and a 5/5. Yeah, so I should be able to win here. So let's go. Just make sure I have decay mana up. Hold on. Don't want to tap Savannah here. Okay. Teferi, Time Raveler. Pestermite. Oh, that was the other card. Sorry. Yeah, that's actually a pretty big problem, isn't it? Okay. Now I actually don't. So I guess now what I need to do. I just blanked on the Pestermite being castable too. I thought it because of the treasure. He's got from the Catacombs, and you can. What's the best thing to get back? Gristlebrand, Atroxa, Zealous Conscripts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have now 7 blockers, and Aragorn's tapped. So now I can remove 3 blockers, and I can't come close to dealing enough damage, which kind of means I need to bounce the One Ring. I guess this is going away end of turn. So, I mean, I guess I'm pretty dead. I'll kill that. I guess bounce the One Ring. Wow, that's so bad. Let's draw 3 cards then first. So I did draw the Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I guess what I'm going to do, because I kind of have to, is attack with Knight and the 2 constructs and see what is up. Shallow Grave, Pia and Kira Nalar. Brutal. I guess what I needed to do is in response to Shallow Grave, use the One Ring to find Abrupt Decay. But tapping the Aragorn still would have gotten me. These are all chumping. Oh, I see. It's going to kill the construct. So that kills both constructs. So I guess I have to Abrupt Decay the Baleful Strix. And I guess I can take one here. Yeah. Because that keeps my other construct alive. Oh, it doesn't even really do that because I have to bounce the one ring. Yeah. And then I do that. And then you animate zealous conscripts or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have any choices here. I have to play this, so. And become protected. Play tap Sacred Foundry and pass the turn. Yeah. Looks like it's Jover. We are done here, I think. Because I don't really have a way to get past. I mean, I guess I can Aragorn the Gristlebrand. But what are you going to do here? Show and tell, P and Carnalar, yeah, just make infinite blockers. All right. Well, turns out 5 color mediocre cards. Stole a match, couldn't steal the other 2, and we unfortunately lost as a result. Well, not just because of that. My teammates also. Frog went 1-2, Shui went 1-2, I went 1-2, and Sandy is 1-1, which I believe puts us in the losers bracket. This deck, I don't know. I first picked Hullbreacher. I love that. It never really came together. I'm not really sure where I was supposed to go. Like, I took Hullbreacher. I tried to take blue cards. Wasn't really getting past any. Picked up some late green cards. At some point, just had cards of all colors. So I just started taking land so I could cast all my spells. Sometimes drafts don't go cleanly, and you go 1-2. Well, this is a fun draft. There's a lot going on, and had some really close games. So certainly enjoyed those games. Would have been nice if they were close and I had won instead of lost, but you can't win them all. You just try to win the ones you can. That'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Sometimes you play new cards you've never played before, like Aragorn, and lots of colors. Got one nice Hullbreacher landing in, so that was cool. And hopefully tomorrow we get some more Hullbreachers, or who knows what. All right, that'll do it for today. I will see you tomorrow. New draft video, new cube draft coming right up. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.